Hi, this is Mandy from Sunflowers and Doors. Welcome back to my channel. I am sorry that it is absolutely chucking it down with rain outside. I'm in the conservatory and I'm hoping you can still hear me. We're going to go on with the video, and worst case scenario, I will have to do it again. But enjoy the rain, because I absolutely love sitting out here in the rain. So today's tag, 31 tags in 31 days. Oh my gosh, it's getting heavier. Today's tag is going to be a waterfall tag. And we're going to try this one with a little bit of a twist. Now, I want to give a shout out to Cara Renee, because she is the one who has inspired me to do this to do the closure on this waterfall tag. Done a load of waterfall tags before, and yeah, I absolutely love the fact that this one, the closure on it is just fabulous. So that's what we're going to have a go at doing. Okay, so I've got some leftovers, bits and pieces of paper here, and I'm going to use these. These were from the previous projects that I did. So we've got 12 here by about, I don't know, whatever we've got across there. But I'm going to cut this down to my standard tag size, which is 3 inches by 6 inches. So I'm cutting the tag down to 3 inches in width. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to fold it in half, like that. And we're going to do our tag, a little bit different. We're going to have an inside to it. Okay. Now, with the inside to this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little piece of this card here, so it'll give us a bit of a writing spot. Okay. And it will also strengthen the card, because Tim Holtz cards aren't necessarily the thickest, but they look great. So I'm just going to cut this down like that. And like that. And all of these are just literally pieces that I've got left over from previous projects. So I am going to, whoops-a-daisy, I am going to round the corners on this one here. You don't have to do that if you haven't got a corner rounder, or if you just don't like the look, then don't do it. I am going to ink around the edges. Like that. I've also got this little bit of card left over here, which I'm going to use as a pocket. So I'm going to cut a little divot in that. And I'm going to ink around that. And I've got the ink going. Okay. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to glue this one onto our card here, which will give us a nice piece of writing space, journaling space. So that is that there. So I'm going to pop that on there like that. And with this one, I am going to pop this on here as a pocket, which will be a flip-uppy pocket, so you'll have to watch what you put in it, but that's what we're going to do, a pocket. Okay. So this is the underside, or the inside of our tag, and we've got a journaling spot and, whoops, a nice little pocket. Super cute. Okay. Now this is the outside of our tag. What we're going to do with this is we've got paper, a card here, which is exactly the same width, which is great. So that's 3 inches across. And what we're going to need is, this is, let me just double check, should be 6 inches, but it might not be. So this is pretty much 6 inches long. Okay, so what we're going to do with these pieces here, if we want to put 3 waterfall pieces on, you think 2, 4, 6, but we need a little bit of a hinge. So I'm going to cut these down at 2.5 inches, another one 2.5 inches, and another one 2.5 inches. Okay, I'm going to get my scoreboard and I'm going to score these at 1/2 inches away from the top or bottom, whichever way you want to do it. I'd normally do it over there, but I find it easier to work here. So 1/2 inch there, 1/2 inch there, and 1/2 inch there. So what we have is now 3 pieces that I can fold over, and that will give us 3 flaps to apply to our journal card, tag, whatever you want to call it. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Sound like Tommy Cooper, just like that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them in place. I'll turn this around just so I can see what I'm doing better. Now with this first one, you could have glued it to the back if you wanted to, but I'm just going to glue it there. Like that. Okay. Then I'm going to get the next piece. I'm going to glue that. Like that. And I'm going to get the next piece. And I'm going to glue that as our last piece here. Oops, daisy. Okay, so we have got 3, a tag with 3 flip-ups. This is just literally evolving as we're going. Yeah, this is going to be an exciting one, I think. Not exactly sure where we're going with it, but it just feels like it should be evolving. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to, quite like that, but I don't think that's going to be any good. I do have some scrap paper here on my desk, which might work. I think that might work. I'm going to cut this down in width. I'm going to cut it down just under 3 inches. Okay. And then I'm going to cut it down just under 2 inches in, technically in height, I suppose. So just under, about 1/8 of an inch under 2 inches. And then the same with this one here. Okay. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to ink them. Like so. Okay, I'm just going to ink that bit because that's where the paper catches. The Tim Holtz pads, when you try to undo them, they can be terrors for just catching. So you end up with little bits that need patching up. Okay, so what I'm going to do with these is they should fit in here perfectly, which they do. So we're going to create for ourselves little writing spots. Now, if bulk isn't an issue for you, you can add another one on top there, so you've got 2 little writing spots there. You can do the same there, add 2 there, and the same for the 3rd one down. If bulk really isn't an issue for you, then you can turn these into little, dirty little notebooks, scrap pads. You can even add pockets, but obviously for the size of things that you were going to be able to put in, you're just looking at tiny little tags and labels and tickets and that sort of thing. So that is another option if you're not overly worried about size. So there's our 3 pieces. Okay. Whew, we're on a roll. Okay, the next step is, and this is where Cara Renee inspired me, totally inspired me, is I've got some coffee dyed vellum. I'm going to cut a piece. I don't want it to be too thick, so perhaps let's go with 1 3/4 inches perhaps. That sounds about right. Doesn't look right. Like that. So 1 3/4 inches. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn our label over, our tag over, and we're going to glue this top piece of vellum to our tag like that. Try and keep it pretty centre, because centre always looks good. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take it down this centre piece here, and we're going to just fold it for now where that natural fold is. And then I'm going to put a little clip in there for a moment, just like that. Now I should have in here somewhere, just have a look before I go off on one, trying to find different things. Is that it? No, it's not. Okay, I'm not going to waste your time with looking like that. So what I am going to do is get our piece of acetate here and decide what I'm going to put on the top of this. I'm hoping the daisy will go okay, which you should do here. Oops, there's 2 there. So let's pop this on first before we do anything else. So that will go on there like that. And I'm going to find a little snippet that I can put at the bottom of that, just to break it up a little bit. That'll be okay. that on there like that. Okay. Then what we're going to do, you can build on this a little bit more if you want to actually. Take that off now because we know that's folded, we know where it is. Might put that on there, just adds a little bit of extra. I'm just going to put a tiny bit more on there. Just stick that down. Okay, now for the magic, courtesy of Cara Renee, I'm going to get some Velcro strips, and I'm going to pop those on the underside here. One there, one there. These are quite thick, I don't really like them, but they do the job. That one goes there. Oops, a daisy, like that. And that one goes there. Like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull this down like that. We're going to take this, open this flap here, and these are going to go, let's go make sure they're right first. These are going to go on there like that. So loving this. Okay, so we now have a waterfall tag with a vellum strip that keeps it closed, so it stops everything from popping out. And to open that vellum strip, just pull up these Velcro pieces here, which gives you access to all of these pieces here. Honestly, just genius. And I think this is probably one of my favourite tags of the series so far. And then you open this up like that. You've got a little pocket and your writing space. We turn it over on our back here. I am going to see what I've got to hand first, which is this here. So I'm going to make a little note of that. Cut that down. Add another pocket on the back. Or add, yeah, we've got one pocket already, haven't we? So add another pocket on the back there. Like so. I really do love this one. So that's going to pop on there like that. Now you can either pop that into a pocket, as you would with a tag, or you can pop it over the top of your page like that. How super cool is that? So 3 waterfall flaps with writing space, a pocket on the back, a pocket on the inside, and some more journaling space, a closure to keep this front section there, pop it in there as a pocket, journal card into a pocket, or pop it over your page like we did with an earlier tag, an over the page tag. That is just, you've got to admit, that is really super cool. So yes, that is probably one of my favourites so far this series. So again, thank you, Cara Renee, for the closure section on this, which I just think is fabulous. Really loved putting this one together. I'll leave it there. I hope you like it. It'd be great to hear what you guys think in the comment section below, and it would be great to see pictures of this in the Facebook group, so keep those coming. Other than that, I will leave it there and say to you, as always, stay safe, be well, and I will catch you in the next video. Until then, bye for now.